Okay. Hi, I'm Paul. I've been getting some mail lately just asking me some generic questions, so I thought I'd make a video here just to try and explain some things. First of all, yes, this is an Ibanez Cyphos guitar. If you're going to get one, make sure you play it first, because you get some crap models. Well, you get some crap ones that they put out. Indonesian quality control isn't exactly what it should be, but there we go, it's not Japanese made. Play it first, see if it suits you, see if the frets are uneven. I know that's one of the common complaints that people make. Second one, people ask me what amp I'm using. It's nothing special, it's just it's a 15 watt Marshall amp that just sits down there. The reason it sounds loud is this is done through a webcam. For some reason it picks up background noise a lot louder than voice, so there we go, it's nothing special, it's just got a bit of delay on there. The other thing I use for overdrive, it used to be the amp, but now I use a Pod XT Live. It's got the metal pack on it. My favourite one at the moment is it's called a deity or diesel deity or something on there, but it emulates the diesel Herbert amp, which I think retails for about £2,500 or something. So, you know, for a £25 metal pack for your pod, probably doesn't sound quite as good, but it's pretty versatile, so it does the job. And the main thing people ask me about is the sweeps that I do. They say, you know, can you tab the sweeps up for me? So what I've done is I've wrote down some sweeps, and I'll put the URL in the information bit, and you'll be able to go there and have a look at exactly what my fingers are doing. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm teaching material. I don't practice guitar very much. Maybe like a couple of hours a week if I'm lucky, because I'm usually quite busy. But I think the main thing is that I heard some good advice. Someone said if you don't introduce your fingers to a mistake, they won't make one. Well, sadly that didn't happen for me, but if you do practice what you're going to practice, have a look at the sweeps and that. Start off slow. It'll be frustrating. I mean, even if you've played guitar a long time, you can sit down in front of something you've never done before and you won't be able to do it, and it will frustrate you and it will piss you off. So basically, you know, do what you normally do when you learn guitar. Come back after a couple of hours of playing maybe, and give it a go again, let your brain get used to it, and just let your fingers get used to firing off at the right times with the right patterns and everything like that, to go along with the timing on your right hand. And eventually, you know, you'll just get faster, it'll just come naturally, but it does take a while. So, okay, the first sweeps that I actually learnt were basically just the normal major and minor ones, and they didn't start off as 3-string ones as such, they started off as 5-string, but if you don't know the way you make up an arpeggio for, say, a major or a minor, you just take the root note, as if you'd make up a chord, then you take, I think it's the 5th that you play next, and then the minor 3rd, or major 3rd, depending on whether you're playing a minor or a major. I could be completely wrong, it might be minor 3rd then 5th. I'm not that hot on theory anyway, I just look at the notes on the tabs and I play them that way. So anyway, okay, the first one I've tabbed out is a minor one, and I'm playing D. Now, you have to chop the top of my head off here, but if you take the root note of D, it'll be on the 7th fret for me, maybe it'll be on the 5th for you. I find that sweeps usually get a bit easier as you go up the neck anyway, because the frets are closer together, your fingers aren't having to sort of spread out so much. So when you start practicing it off, have a look at the pattern on the site link I pasted, and then just try and play it really slowly if you've never done a sweep before. So if we turn the distortion off, one second. I hope everyone can hear that okay, because I do get criticised a lot on here because people think I'm not actually playing or something, but anyway, so just follow the pattern very slowly, and when you're playing down, do a downstroke. When you're playing up, do an upstroke. Try not to individually pick, the idea of the fluid motion over them. It'll be very hard at first, because I remember the first time I started playing them, I thought my fingers aren't designed to work like this, you know, it just doesn't feel right at all. So basically, when I first started learning to play them, I would kind of skip notes. You can turn the distortion on to mask mistakes, things like that. Just remember that every note is as important as the last. Play it properly, play all the notes, make sure you can hear them sound. Don't go for speed straight off, because you probably won't be able to do it. So this is the minor. And you've got a major. And the idea is to be able to play it at all speeds, keep it going back and forth, no mistakes. It'll get boring as hell after a while. That's why I reckon you should you know, drop it when you get bored, come back to it maybe later on, do some different sweeps, play some chords, you know, something to just stretch your fingers back out again, because they're going to get like roped into doing the same thing over and over, and they'll get achy like anything else. So the minor, major. Now another one that I learned was a diminished one, because I know Malmsteen uses them a lot, and never been very big on his music, but he can sure play guitar. You can't dispute that. Sometimes he goes a bit over the top and gets a bit too widdly, and you think, just calm down a bit and put a bit of feeling into it, but never mind. And a diminished pattern, this is up on the website, is basically it goes up in incremental 3 frets at a time. I don't know if that's minor thirds probably, but now the important thing here is to get your fingers going right, so you know where the hammer-ons and pull-offs are. So it's pluck, hammer-on, pluck, pluck, hammer-on, pull-off, pluck, pluck, and then I pluck again. I don't know if you're meant to pull off, but it's a bit difficult when your finger's not behind it anyway. Now you can sit there all day, and it gets pretty boring because you're always on the same note. Now one of the hardest things for me is, after I'd learned the sweeping patterns, was to actually move it up and down the neck and keep your fingers doing the same thing, because obviously the size of the fret changes, everything like that. That'll just come in time. So you can do a little round really. Now, what I did is I just practiced those over and over, and I'm by no means brilliant at them myself. I mean, you can reel them off, you can disguise them with a bit of distortion. But a lot of people say, well, how do you do the sweeps that you do? I mean, all I did is I used those 3 basic patterns, and then you can experiment. You can basically just, instead of hammering onto the octave, you can hammer on to this note right here. So. And after that, you can add some tapping in if you want to. I mean, just play around and find a sound that's good for you. I mean, recently, Devin Townsend uses a few sweeps like that that just sound a bit mystical and a bit spacey maybe, but it makes a good effect anyway. That's about it really. Just learn the basic patterns, learn why you make sweeps, learn how you make them, the rules. You don't have to get too in depth into the theory of it. And then once you've got your fingers working, don't get stuck in a rut like playing pentatonics and things like that, where people just learn a simple pentatonic scale in maybe E, and that's all they play from then on. And you need to expand yourself. So just practice and also experiment. And if it sounds good, play it again. If it doesn't sound good, don't play it that way again. I think of Satriani that said. So I hope that's helpful anyway, and I'm going to go and have some food. So I'll put the sweep patterns up on the website, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.